Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Coop de Villa podcast. I'm Scott Cooper, and we are back with a transfer special and our quiz. So, welcome back. No games this week, but a lot to talk about with transfer deadline day being today, our time, and we will come back with all of that and the quiz after this. Okay, so yes, there was no game this week, but plenty to talk about. We got the women's team to talk about. We got loan signings. We've made some signings ourselves for Villa, some permanent signings. So we'll get into all of that. And I guess the biggest news, I'll go to Tommy first on this.
Louise and Layman hooking up, surely.
Well, that's been around for a while. Like, yeah, if you're an Instagram follower of those two, you get plenty of photographs of them two snogging. So, but that's
a
not
lot
the
of
big
content.
news.
A lot of content.
The biggest news, I guess, since last week was that we've signed Callum Chambers, which was a bit of an odd one, came out of the blue. Tommy, what were your thoughts?
Well, now with Target leaving, was he brought in last minute as cover because we've still got Ashley Young, but I think it's a pretty good signing on a free. He's got, he's played a couple of times for England, Arsenal, I think it came from Fulham. I heard he was doing pretty good in the championship, but he was planning to leave at the end of the season anyway. So free transfer, I think that's a win for us.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's played well in the past. He went through a bit of a sticky spell over the last couple of years, but as a backup centre back, Noah, like pretty good signing, really.
You can't go wrong. I don't know how he got in for free, the situation there, but 3.5 year contract, can play centre back or right back, I think it is. And as Tommy said, a couple of times, cap for England, and he's played in Europe. So that's what we're trying to get to. And as a backup, you can't get a better fourth choice than that, in my opinion.
Yep.
If I could speak properly.
I hope he is fourth choice. I hope he doesn't, start playing ahead of Hawes, because I think Hawes deserves to be the sort of next in line.
Absolutely. He's on bull.
Yeah. But that's been pretty good. So, an extra bit of cover at centre back. But the one position we've all been sort of talking about was that centre midfield, that defensive midfield. And we were linked, Troy, to Rodrigo Bentancur from Juventus, but it looks like we missed out on him, and he's on his way to Tottenham. So,
well, did we miss out? There was an awful lot of rumors that, we'd put in a bid and it wasn't accepted, and we increased our bid and it still wasn't accepted. And there were a couple of strong rumors that came out that said we inquired and they kind of gave us a price, and we walked away 2 weeks ago and they've said nothing more since. So really everything seems to be social media talk, and there doesn't seem to be a great deal of substance. What I found baffling, though, there was a Uruguayan guy who follows the Italian league, and he went on this massive thread about this guy to say, he can tackle, he breaks up the play and blah, 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 but he's not a defensive midfielder.
No, he's not.
What?
You see, this is why I'm a bit torn on this one. I think he's a good player, and I think he would have been a good addition to the team, but he's more of a Sanson than a Nakamba.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's kind of like when we've got Dougie Louise, we've got Sanson. They're all pretty similar, and I don't know if another player like him that's sort of box to box, good skills, but
do we need it?
Yeah.
Do we need it?
No.
Yeah.
This guy was saying that, look, he's very conservative. The defense splitting pass is never on. That doesn't happen. No. It's kind of 5 yards, 6 yards forward. He loves the sideways pass. He can pass backwards, but he gets himself into trouble. And when he's surrounded by players, he panics. And I'm thinking to myself, this guy is not for the Premier League. What on earth are we looking at? So I looked at some of the stats. You see all these graphs, and I'm like, oh my God, he shits over all our players. But when you talk to somebody who is using their eyes, somebody who's watched this guy over and over, you're like, oh, I don't want to borrow this guy. So I think we got lucky. But you watch him go and be a superstar for Spurs now.
I don't know.
He might be, but I've heard a lot of. Juventus are having a pretty bad season. They're outside the top four in Serie A, and a lot of the criticism I've heard has come from their midfield, and that their midfield aren't creating chances. They're very slow. They're very sort of pedestrian, a lot of sideways passing, like you were talking about, Troy. So, I think this one's a bit of a wait and see, but I'm not devastated that we didn't get him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's more of a nice to have, but again, like 4 people competing for one spot. They're all, 90% of their games the same. It's maybe there's that 10% of uniqueness about each of them.
Yeah. If this new guy can play defensive midfield and he's really a utility player, similar to Ashley Young, but a bit more defense minded, then we've got that covered. He can play defensive midfield. He can play centre back. He can play. We've got that. We've got that covered. And I think Gerard's looking at the case where, you're always going to have a situation. Well, you always got the possibility of a situation where you get a couple of players suspended at exactly the same time as you go on your worst injury run ever. At least you've got a player like that. You can say, mate, get out there and just fill a gap for us.
And at the end of the day, if you're going to play CDM, I'd rather convert a defender to a CDM because they're generally better attacking. They're more defensive minded than convert a midfielder like Bentancur to CDM, where maybe that's not his natural position. He's just filling in the gap for Juventus. But I'm going to call it now, just like I've called many things. Basuma, I think we'll get Basuma for 35 million end of this season. So I think it's got to do with money. I think we'll snap him up for less as his contract starts running down.
Do you think there can be any surprises later on today, Tommy? Do you think
if it is, it's Basuma. That's the only one that I can see. Either we're going to splash the war chest and we're going to say, yep, he's worth every penny, go for him. I think he is. He's the best CDM in the league by far. He's linked with the big clubs every year. Brighton have placed an unrealistic tag on him, just like we did with Grealish, because if they lose him, they know they're, FC UK'd. So yeah.
What's funny is in the AFCON, the African Nations Cup, he's playing more of a number 10 Basuma.
He's so good with his passing as well. He can actually dribble. He's actually got some speed behind him, and he's not afraid to go on a bit of a Ramsey-esque run. So, Basuma's the guy for us, 100%. I'd throw the war chest at him, and maybe that's why we're saving some money elsewhere, getting guys who can do a job instead of spending, maybe 2 to 5 mil on backup players or players who are going to push others for a spot.
And do you think Noah that means that we're going to keep Dougie Luiz and he's here to stay for the rest of the season? Because there was a lot of rumors about him going to Arsenal.
I think rest of the season, yes. I'm not sure about beyond that.
I'm telling you, I'm calling it now, Scott. Just listen. It's Basuma coming. Luiz will leave. There's probably 20 million play money. Probably even sell Target, given that Digne's our starting left back. We've got Young and Chambers now cover for both sides. Still got Gilbert to come back and probably play either side. He made the French team or something.
There's a big problem with Basuma in that with what's happened with Mason Greenwood over the weekend. The club is going to be very, very sensitive. We've had a massive PR win over the last 3 or 4 months. Gerard coming in, we've made some unbelievable signings, and I read two female Villa fans on Twitter just this afternoon. If we sign Basuma, I'm not watching this club again until he's gone. Okay, that's only 2 women, but that's 2 women Villa fans that I happen to see it, and I think, okay, yes, the club may have done its due diligence and said, okay, we've had it on best advice that he may not be charged, that he may not be involved as much as what we think. But I think this would be a massive own goal in the current climate. Had this Mason, what's his name, episode not reared its ugly head, then I'd be with you, Tommy, and say, I reckon we got a good chance of signing him. I think if we were, the club may have cooled their heels on this because it will be a bit of a disaster for them.
Basuma is the thing is it's happened so long ago, and it could be a false allegation they've said. So, the poor guy, they're only going on what they hear in the papers. I'm pretty sure if it was serious, that something would have materialized by now on that front. So that's my.
I agree, but it's all about perception, though. Isn't it?
I do agree with you, Troy. It's something to think about in this current climate for sure.
100%.
We've loaned out a heap of players too. You're going to have to remind me of all of them, Noah, because I will definitely forget. But I know that Philogene Badace has gone to Stoke, and he started quite well. They're quite happy with him.
Rave reviews.
Rave reviews, correct.
Reviews, I heard. They've said he's done amazing in such a short period.
Can we pronounce the Italian properly? Philogene Badace.
He's not Italian, is he?
I have no idea. I think
he's not. He's English, yeah.
But yeah, we've gone Cameron Archer goes to Preston North End, Tommy's favourite, and bags a goal on his debut off the bench.
Mate, told you, Ings has got to go. Get your money.
Really?
Did he have a second game that didn't get good reviews though?
I think that thing that you sent us was the game he scored.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't it?
It wasn't. No.
Okay.
He's allowed
Yeah, well,
to.
yeah, I
He's
did
probably,
say
he's probably still
I
getting
did say-
acclimated. Well, he's getting
Yeah.
acclimated to the championship. I
Mm.
mean, these guys are rough and tough.
Yeah.
And Keenan Davis at Forest, he's got
Doing
2
well.
and 2 as well.
But I
Which,
think that
2 and
I think
4,
I-
2 and
but
2
I-
and 4, is it?
I think,
Oh.
I think that's his level, though, isn't it? We've all said that.
Absolutely.
Like, he's done
Yeah.
well in the Prem. He's come on. He's had some good stints, but he's never really, had a breakout season. 10 goals at least, and he's been consistent. Some good hold-up play. I think the championship's his level, and that's no disrespect. We love Keenan, but
It's very
good to see
much
him.
a it's
He
very
has
much
been
an Emil Heskey
decimated.
episode, isn't it? Where Heskey wasn't doing the business for us, and he came to play for Newcastle, and I think he was scoring an average of 2 goals a game. It was ridiculous. He's found his level. It's not the Premier League.
I would like to see him, over a whole season because he has been decimated by injuries, and
Yeah.
I do like a lot of his work when he comes on. It's just he never scored goals, but if he can, bag a few for Forest, who knows? He might, like you said, he might be a really consistent goal scorer in the championship, and we might be able to get some money for him at the end of the season or something
Exactly.
like that.
If anything, it's all about trade value these days.
Definitely.
I think it's a bit of a Dean Smithism, the way he likes Ollie Watkins to come back and defend and do all that, whereas maybe now he's being told, you know what, I'm not interested in you getting back and defending. You're an out-and-out striker. Let's see what you can do. I haven't watched him play, but maybe that's the difference between,
I did
Dean
see one
Smith
of
and-
his goals. He took it off the centre half with
Did
some
very
good
well.
pressure and stuck it away. So he was definitely playing as the last man and, putting his body around and, he's getting his foot in. So it was good to see. The other one was the guy went to Grimsby. How do you pronounce his
I think
name?
it's Ranky. I'm not too
Ranky,
sure.
yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm getting it wrong, but
Yeah.
two assists on debut for the Mighty Mariners. My family's team up in Grimsby there. So the other loan here we had there, Seb Revan's gone to Hereford. He's been recalled and gone to Hereford. So hopefully he does well there.
Yep. And I think there's talk about Brad Young maybe going
Nah,
somewhere.
he's hanging around. So Louis Barry's gone to Swindon, and Kane Kessler-Hayden's probably going to go back to MK Dons.
Right.
What's going on with Barry? Wasn't he meant to be the next big thing?
He was, but that's football.
He's pretty small. I think he needs to fill out a bit, and
Exactly.
with that pace, he could still be handy for someone. Maybe us. We'll see.
Yeah.
The other thing was the Villa women's team lost 3-1 to Man City. Probably expected.
No,
but
Chelsea in the cup. It was Chelsea.
Oh, Chelsea. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, in the FA Cup. So, I mean, fairly good effort, and they had a good win the week before. So
Apparently they played really well, Scott. A lot of people on Twitter were saying the manager, you can see the way they want to play up there. So, I mean, obviously the owners we've got want to be elite at all levels of the game. So that's women's team, youth team, and men's football. So
yeah,
the clubs are really getting behind them on a social media level as well. They're really getting professional with them and giving them as much attention as they possibly can, which is great to see.
it's good, 100%.
And they got Jill Scott on loan from Manchester City. And
Is
she's
that Scottish, the last? The
no, she's one of England's highest ever.
She's the one. She's the one.
Striker, tall girl, and scored goals for Arsenal, Man City, and Everton. I think she was on loan last season. Did really well. So hopefully they can have a good finish to the season, and it's looking like they're probably safe for relegation now. Hopefully, it's going to be Birmingham or Leicester now, and we've kind of just moved away from those two, so that's always good. And hopefully, Birmingham go down. All right. So,
are you talking about their position in the league, or are you talking about their stadium?
Well, that's falling down.
Both. I would like to say one thing though, Scott. It's not Villa related at all, but it's really good to see Christian Eriksen sign for Brentford today. I think that's amazing. So fair play to Christian Eriksen and all the medical team behind that. Hopefully he does really well, and it's really good to see.
Ajax as well, just for letting him go back and train to kind of get back to match fitness.
Yeah.
That's probably another quick. I know we're on a time constraint, but I don't know if it's just being brought to the surface more. But a lot more players are seem to be going down, clutching their chest lately, and they don't know if it's vaccine related. And I've seen another guy on YouTube bring it up, and people are like, you've got balls to talk about it. And again, I'm no conspiracy theorist. So my medical history is probably no better than anyone else's or expertise. But I seem to see a lot of players clutching their chest. I think there was a gentleman in the Sharif Champions League game, but that was off camera. They didn't.
Yeah, they didn't show it.
They didn't pan to that, but he actually went down on the halfway line.
Saw the cover of I don't know, it was FIFA or UEFA book a little while ago about the prevalence of players collapsing on the pitch.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's relating to.
No, but this was dated 2000 up to 2015. So it happens all the time, but now there's just a little bit more of a big deal made of it.
Okay,
and
that's what I had a feeling of. I'm pretty sure it's been happening. And, these guys, like I think there was a gentleman on YouTube, he went to do it as if he was doing a medical, running on the treadmill. They go, man, like he was sprinting, goes, how fast these guys have to run. And they goes, you don't realize how elite their respiratory systems are.
Yeah. Yes. Well, we don't want to talk about anything that might get us kicked off Spotify.
No, I just thought I'd bring it up. That's all. I just found it funny. Like I was actually just reading into it. And anyway,
there was a Spurs fan. There was a Spurs fan who thanked all the staff because he collapsed in the stadium a few weeks ago, and he's like, "Look, thanks very much." And everyone's going, "Oh, it's the vaccine." And his mate jumped up and go, "It wasn't a vaccine. He actually had COVID, but didn't realize how badly it affected his lungs. He was getting excited, jumping up and down, and he hit the deck." So you can just imagine what it does. As Tommy says, what are they doing what's this doing to elite players who have to be 110%? 99 ain't going to cut it in this at this level.
Exactly.
That's it, and especially at like a professional sport level, they've got to really all buy into it and do the right thing. I think just to keep the game going and set a good example and all of that. I mean, I've got one of my friends who's not vaccinated, and over here in Perth, he can't go to the bottle shop starting today, so he's starting to stress out that he won't be able to get his goon.
Watch him convert quick.
That he will. He'll have to get off his ass and go do it. All right, but we'll go to the quiz now, boys. So this is it.
We blitzed through that.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's all the talk for today. This is the real thing, the main event, and it's coming up. The Coupe de Villa quiz next. Okay, so we are back for the world famous Coupe de Villa quiz, what you've all been waiting for, of course. And we'll go, not Troy so much, but we'll go over the scoreline. And the scoreline at the moment, Noah on 2, Troy on 2, Tommy on 1. So Tommy needs a victory here. And we will start with Tommy in the race to see who goes first. And today, the question is... in 2010-11, Darren Bent was Aston Villa's top goal scorer in the Premier League. How many goals did he score in 36 appearances? Tommy, then Noah, then Troy.
38.
What?
38.
38 goals.
What's that?
Oh, wait, no, my bad. I take it back. I take it back. I just realized he said in 36 appearances.
Yes.
24.
24? Noah?
Well, I'm a smart boy here, Scotty. He was on loan. So we bought him in January. So he actually got, no, that's right, 2010, 2011. So when Houllier came in, we bought him from Sunderland in January. So he actually kickstarted really well for Sunderland. I know that much. So I think he got, I'm going to go, no one for Villa scored more than 20. I'm going to go 17.
And Troy?
It wouldn't surprise me at all if you said, what is Darren Bent's credit card number? Noah would be like, I know.
Just guess one less than Noah, Troy.
I forgot what he was going to. I tell you what, I'll be fair. I was going to say 22. I'll stick with 22. That was my first thought.
Okay, the answer is 17.
Of course it is, yeah.
So Noah, Troy, then Tommy. All right. So Noah.
Bullshit.
The leader, joint leader. Give me a number between 1 and 15.
1.
Okay, number 1. Okay.
Dog.
Aston Villa versus Everton is the most played fixture in English football with 226 games played in all competitions.
Mm-hmm.
With 60 draws, okay?
Mm-hmm.
How many have Aston Villa won?
Can you say how many appearances again for me? 226
games. 60 of them were draws. How many have Villa won?
60 draws. So that means 1-6. No, I'm doing maths wrong. I'm going to go with 84.
That's your answer. And that is correct for 3 points. 84 is right.
What the
Noah
fuck?
off to an absolute flyer.
This little nerd's pulling numbers out of his ass. Rain Man.
Crazy. Okay, Troy.
Most people have like wallpaper. This guy's got stats. He's got reams and reams of printouts just plastered to his wall.
Unbelievable. That's a great
That's
a great one.
Horse shit.
I reckon Noah goes on Pornhub and types AVFC.
True.
So Troy, anything but number one?
Number two, please,
Number
Scotty.
two. Okay.
Jesus Christ. There goes
Okay.
explicit.
Number two.
Yeah.
Aston Villa assistant coach Michael Beale back in 2017 worked as an assistant coach in which South American country?
84.
What?
Aston
I'm
Villa
s-
assistant
No. I
coach.
heard. I wonder what
Okay.
Tommy was like. I
He
have
was-
a feeling that the first name that popped in my head was Uruguay. I'm going to go with Uruguay. I don't know why that popped into my head, but I'll go with that. It was. Go on.
That is
It's not.
incorrect. And
Oh, why did
Tommy,
I say-
you get a chance to steal.
Options.
Oh,
He's
you
taking the
dog.
options. Okay. The options are Uruguay, Brazil, Argentina, or Chile.
What did you do to me, Scott? I know it's not Uruguay, so thanks, Troy.
I
Michael
would still say
Beale.
Uruguay. That's how certain. No, I'd say Uruguay, even knowing it was
So
wrong.
what was the question?
Aston Villa assistant coach Michael Beale back in 2017 works as an assistant coach in which South American country?
It's a weird one. I'm gonna go Argentina.
It's incorrect. And because you
Wow.
took the options, you can't steal. No,
No, I knew that. I know the rules, mate. Don't
Was
worry.
it Chile by any chance?
it's,
Yeah, I was-
it's Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I'll
And that
run
one
anyway.
did have a bonus question. And the bonus
Unlucky.
question was which club in Brazil? And it was Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo.
So
Sao Paulo.
unfortunately,
Would have been a random guess.
it's now Tommy's turn because that was Troy's question. But
Damn it.
we're still on 3 to Noah and none for Toa.
I'm just
Tommy
going
and
to keep
Troy.
answering Uruguay to everything now.
Number 10, because
Number
when
10.
was on fire.
Oh,
Okay. Number 10. Aston Villa women's footballer, forward, and girlfriend of Douglas Luiz, 23-year-old Alicia Lehmann, has 31 caps for which nation? Where's Alicia Lehmann from?
Well, I know Jens Lehmann is German. So
There are options available if you need them.
I know, I just don't want to give Noah the option. And I was going to Google Alicia Lehmann. I actually Googled something about her would pop
Yeah,
up.
she was definitely going to pop up.
not for this quiz. You weren't Googling it for this quiz.
No,
That's not the
I-
reason.
Have a guess, mate. Have a punt.
Ask Douglas Louise what pops
If I
up.
have a guess, then you get to steal Noah. So don't do this shit.
I would have said your first answer. So
Is she German?
Is this your guess?
Nah, Noah's face is
bro, I would have said Germany.
you're a lying bastard.
I'm not.
I'll go with German.
I would have said
I
America.
baited him. I baited him.
That's not correct. So
She's
it
from
goes to
Switzerland.
Noah,
She's from
and you
Switzerland.
can steal 3 points. then.
Switzerland.
Switzerland is
Little
correct
asshole.
for 3 points.
She's
You
he's
bastard.
Swiss.
She's Swiss, mate.
Wow.
That is so
I
dirty.
thought Lehmann, German.
And Noah has 6 points after round 1, and it's his question again.
I'll go number 2. Unless that's
two.
taken 3.
He's taken 3. Wow.
Just pack up and go home.
He's off to a flyer.
Okay.
Incredible.
Thanks, Tommy.
Early in Tyrone Mings' career, he was released by several clubs, including Bristol Rovers, and ended up playing non-league football and working to pay the bills as what?
An accountant. Oh, no. It's a mortgage advisor. Mortgage advisor.
I've got to count
Mortgage,
it first. Bob.
mortgage advisor. It's a mortgage advisor.
You've
That's
got to
correct.
take his
That
first
is-
answer.
No,
No,
it's a
it's
mortgage
correct.
advisor.
3 points. Mortgage
Yeah.
advisor is correct.
I've got a new record as well. It's been
Mortgage
2
advisor.
questions.
Oh my god. So yeah, you're on 9.
Dude, Noah's gone for double digits. It's
That's
never happened there.
insane. What
No
is
one got
going
9
on
before,
here?
mate.
Okay, so no, Troy. Need some points.
Are there enough questions left to even catch up at this
There
stage?
is. There's plenty.
Go on.
do you want?
3. Has number 3 been
Yeah,
taken?
I just took that, mate.
Three's been taken.
Oh, okay. Number 4 then.
Okay, number 4. In June 2015, Aston Villa young star Jack Grealish was photographed drunk and passed out on the floor while on holiday.
Yeah.
Where was that photo taken?
I thought it was Ibiza. But I you know what? I can't even take the options. I need to scrounge some. Go on. I'll go with Ibiza.
That is
It's
incorrect.
Incorrect.
Ooh, I thought it was correct. I thought that too.
It goes to Tommy.
It's fucking Grimsby. Oh shit.
Get off your phone, Tommy, you dog.
Yeah, look.
Get it right like me.
Monitors to the left, monitors to the right. Answers on the back of the cards.
I have
So,
no
Tommy?
idea where it is. I have no idea where it is.
I don't even know either. So that's actually true. I've got no idea.
I wouldn't trust anything he says.
Shut up. I've got no idea.
Give me the options, Scott.
Oh, yeah, I'll be
Okay.
taking them. So
The
that's fair
options are Ibiza, Mallorca, Tenerife, or Costa Brava.
Mallorca?
play. I think it's
It's
Benerife. isn't it?
incorrect.
It's Benerife.
It's Tenerife.
Tenerife, yeah, that's the one, yeah.
So that is another one with no points, and Noah is still out
This little
9-0.
prick is off to a
I was tempted to
But
answer Uruguay.
It's Tommy's go. One more
yeah.
question in this round.
number 9.
Number 9.
Look at the look on his face.
It's sickening. It
I've
really is.
already got the record that I broke last quiz.
Okay. You should get this one, Tommy. Come on. I'm confident. In the 1960-61 season, which Aston Villa legend scored 42 goals in all competitions?
I should know this one. It's no one's uncle or some shit. What the hell are you saying? What? Like I know the answer. I was a freak. My dad was. I think my dad was still a tadpole at that in that.
It's a pretty difficult one.
I'm not gonna know this, Scott.
No, I was Googling it. Look.
I'm not. I'm Messenger.
I
Stay
know.
off your phone.
My missus is like, "What are
Shut
you doing?"
Mate, I am not cheating.
I'm not saying you're cheating, but I mean,
I'm that far out. I don't worry about his answer.
leave the messaging for after. You know, come on. You got any commitment
Give
or what?
me the.
Should I take some points off him for commitment?
He wants the options.
Yeah, give me.
You want the
options,
options?
Scott.
Okay, the
Yeah.
options are Bobby Thompson, Pat McMahon, Peter McFarlane, or Jerry Hitchens.
He's never heard of
Was
any
it
of them.
Peter McFarlane? Because this guy was a really good scorer at the time.
It's not Peter McFarlane. It's Jerry
Bobby Thompson?
Hitchens.
I would never know.
Hitchens.
Nah, I've done. No.
Unfortunately, that's
Get
incorrect.
this one.
It's the one I would have got.
And yes, I thought Troy might get that one.
Is it still 009?
It's still 009 after 2 rounds. But there's still plenty of questions out there. You know, you guys might have to take a
Well,
punt,
you know what?
not
We can
take the
just call-
options.
Troy,
But
you got to just start guessing. Don't even take options. Just start dishing them to me, because then this is insurance.
Yes. He says you might have to take a punt. That's all I've been taking.
yeah.
Question 5, please.
Number 5. Okay.
Yeah, mate. So
May as well listen to him.
If the answer's Uruguay, I'm just
Oh.
going to throw myself off the roof.
Okay. Bertrand Traore, when playing for Aston Villa, wears a sweatband on his wrist in the colors of the Burkina Faso flag.
that's correct.
What are those 3 colors?
It's green, red, and has a yellow star in the middle.
And that is correct for 3 points.
Fuck off.
What is happening here? He's gone to 15.
You're giving me history
I'm on
questions.
12. I'm only on 12.
You're giving me
I'm on
history
12.
questions,
Yeah.
and no one gets Microsoft
Yeah, sorry,
Paint.
12.
Well, I was got Microsoft Paint
Hang
here.
on. Hang on. Just for context for those that are listening, when we chat off air, his nickname is Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
And he picks the Burkina Faso one and just nails the flag.
No, you got to get a spray tan, mate.
I need to.
Okay,
you
Troy.
got to invest in the Burkina Faso wristband.
You've ruined the quiz, Noah. Fucking hell.
I know. Sorry.
Troy, give me a number.
Oh, I'm beyond caring right now. 14.
14. All right, it's your birthday, right?
Yeah, it is my birthday.
Maybe we'll get a lucky one here. Okay. Villa's young sensation, number 33, Carney Chukwuemeka, was born on the 20th of October, 2003 in which country?
Well, I thought it was England, but now is it Chukwuemeka or Chukwuemeka, as they were calling him in the last game?
I'm going with Chukwuemeka.
Take a punt, Troy.
No, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to catch Noah. I just have to beat him. Give me the options, please.
You weak dog.
Okay, the options are United Kingdom,
Yep.
Austria,
Right.
France, or Nigeria.
Okay. It's either UK or Nigeria. I'm going to be a racist, fuck, because he's black and say Nigeria.
Wrong.
It's the UK, isn't it? It's the UK. My first thought, wasn't
It's
it?
actually Austria.
What?
Yes, it's Austria.
Believe it or not,
In
they've
a
said it
town
on the
called
game.
Eisenstein.
What?
Eisenstein.
It's from
Did you know that, Noah?
No, I thought it was Nigeria. Like, honestly, thought it was Nigeria. So I know that's where his parents are from. So there you go.
So yeah, he can play for Austria, England, or Nigeria if he wants.
What?
Wow.
How's that for interracial?
Yeah.
You're a racist, Troy.
All right, so Tommy, need some points. Come
Number-
on, you guys
give me
don't
number
want to
8.
get pants here.
Yeah. It's game over. It's game over.
Number 8.
It's game
Number 8.
over.
It's fucking history. I'm out.
All right. Jaden Philogene Bidace made his debut for Stoke City versus Fulham last Saturday off the bench. Which
Mhm.
former villain played alongside him for Stoke City in that match?
You've got to get this because no one knows it.
Oh, you prick.
Have a punt, mate. Come on, it's all about fun. I'm having punts.
Yeah, you probably need to go for a punt, but you don't want to get it wrong.
Former villain.
Do not give away positions or anything because you gave away Ron Vlaar
You
all
shut
those
up.
episodes ago.
Wow.
He's still
Going back
learning.
to Ron Vlaar.
I'm making sure I destroy them today.
Like, oh, fuck you. Give me the options. I've got to be Troy at least.
Okay. The options are Glenn Whelan, James Chester, Scott Hogan, or Robert Snodgrass.
Oh, you idiot. Isn't it Chester from memory?
That's your answer?
Yeah.
And that's correct for 1 point. James Chester.
It was. Yeah, we said 2-year loan, 2-year deal.
Yeah.
Whenever
Yeah.
it was.
I
So
thought
Tommy-
his knees were made of Weet-Bix. I didn't think he was playing anymore.
No, he's still playing. He played in centre mid that
Did
day.
you see that risk assessment thing? I think it was regarding Mark Overmars at the time for Arsenal.
Yeah.
How amazing was that? He goes, he's got about 4 years left in his knees. They won whatever they did in 2.5 years, sold him for 25. They only paid 5 for him. And then his knees buckled a year later.
Wow.
It was Overmars because I tried to look that up and,
No, it
and
was in the
while he
comments.
was
It was in the comments. They're like, everyone's
They-
like, clearly it's Mark Overmars. All the Arsenal
Okay.
fans knew.
it
Yeah.
Okay, so
was interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got 2 rounds left. Noah,
Well,
you want to extend your lead?
yeah, I'll go 6.
Okay, number 6. Okay, former Aston Villa star Dwight York briefly dated which celebrity which he ended up having a child with?
I need the options, please. I have no idea.
Okay,
It's
the
the only
options
one I know.
are Scary Spice, Mel B, Katie Price, Jordan, Denise Van Houten, or Naomi Campbell.
I'll go Mel B.
Nah, it's Jordan, you spastic, and I'm
It
stealing
is.
that one.
That's wrong. But he took the options because he knows he's been
You
a
guys
prick.
not know the backstory there. They had a disabled child, and
They did.
really, and Dwight York doesn't want to know anything about him. He's a prick.
Yes, he walked away.
What's Troy's answer?
Jordan.
Jordan is the correct answer. Noah went for Scary Spice, and
Because he
was
saw
wrong.
he saw
I
me
do
do, he
remember.
saw me
Did
doing
he come
this.
under scrutiny or
I
something?
faked him
They
out.
said?
Yeah,
Mate, I got
because
no idea.
he came under a lot of scrutiny because their son Harvey has
Harvey, that's it.
he's got a disability, and Dwight York doesn't really want anything to do with him. Apparently,
What's his name? Took him on as a dad, didn't he? What's the Australian dancer?
Peter Andre,
Peter Andre. Yeah, he stepped up.
he did. A lot of
Did
people
Troy,
stepped
did Troy
up. To
just
be
steal
honest.
3, by the way?
Yes,
You asshole.
Okay, so Troy, you're up. You need some points. A lot
I'm
of
coming
points.
after you.
Wait, so did Troy got no points for that? Did he? Just curious.
Yep.
No,
He didn't.
no, you didn't.
Why not?
He-
I got
he
three.
I took
He
the
took
options,
the
mate.
options, so you can't steal.
Oh, I got him semi-hard.
Yeah.
Sorry, Troy.
Sorry, but blame Noah.
I did. I thought I can get up to 6. Oh my god.
You're on 0, mate.
Well, there's no way we can actually cover that.
Yeah, you are on 0. Would you like 7, 11, 12, 13, or 15?
It's like the joke about the bear and the sneakers, Tommy. I'm not going to beat him. I just got to beat you.
That's it.
Did you say 16? I'll take 16.
No, only 15 is the highest we
15.
go.
Did you say
Okay.
15? Okay. Oh, some quality $2 headphones here. You're not coming to. So okay, go.
Okay. In 1992, Aston Villa bought Australian Mark Bosnich from which Australian club?
I know he's from Sydney because I played against him. I don't know. Yeah, give me the options. Give me the options. At least I'll get 1 point.
You want the options? Okay.
Yep.
The options are Melbourne Knights, Marconi, Sydney Croatia, Sydney Olympic.
I'll say Sydney, Croatia.
That's correct for 1 point.
I thought
If you said Sydney United, that would have been correct as well.
We turned up as when I was a young man then, and we were all pissed from a curry the night before. And here's this goalkeeper taking himself very fucking seriously indeed in goal. It was Bosnich.
Well, and you got a bonus question as well for that one. So
Yes.
you've got a chance for 2 points here.
Troy.
The bonus question is: in 1984, Aston Villa signed their first Australian-born player who went on to represent England. What was the player's name?
In what year?
1984.
Chris Hurd.
Tommy, it's only funny because you're losing, mate.
So he never represented Australia,
He could have, though. I remember
He
hearing
could
this
have.
story. Yeah.
but he played for England.
Can I get options or no?
No, not a bonus question.
No, I got no. I got nothing.
It was Tony Dorigo.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
But would never have guessed.
Tony Drago.
So that's
He's a
15
cool player.
gone. And Tommy, you are up. You're second
Number-
last.
14.
No, that's taken.
13.
13. Okay. Which referee has officiated the most Aston Villa games this season?
Let's have a punt. Honestly, I only know a couple of refs' names.
Yeah, I know. Grant Halsley.
Is incorrect.
I'm just going to have a punt because I know this will
Yep.
go back to Troy. I'm going to be a dog. Is it Michael Oliver?
That's incorrect.
Have a go, Troy. Have fun.
Does this just keep going around, Scott?
No, this is the
The
last
guy
one.
who looks like Ross from Friends. I don't know his name.
Well, do you want? You can take options.
Go on, give me options.
Dog,
Yeah.
you're
Dog.
a
Look at
cheat.
that.
He's not, because no one can steal anyway. Now this is the end. It's come back round, and
I would have taken the options. It was for fun.
the options are Mike Dean, Stuart Atwell, Michael Oliver, or Craig Pawson.
Atwell.
It's Craig Pawson 4 times.
Fuck you.
Unfortunately, no points for that one.
Yeah, karma, you mutt.
All right, so
Still
we're into
beat
the
you.
last.
Hey,
We're
how
into the
many-
last
what's
round.
What can you give us the
Oh,
tally?
I thought that
No.
was finished.
No, Noah's on 12 points. Troy's on 1 point. Tommy's on 1 point.
Troy, we had to go
And
into
Noah,
the end. Hey, there's
Do
two
you, do
bonus
you, do
questions
your
still.
victory lap question? Come on.
What are the ones left?
7, 11, 12.
7.
Should have taken 12, leave 7-11 at
Okay.
the end.
Aston Villa's next EPL
program
match
is
is
sponsored by
against
7-Eleven.
Leeds United.
That is correct, Scott.
Back in April 2019, Leeds allowed Villa to equalise after Leeds had scored a goal by Matthias Klitsch after a Villa
correct.
player had gone down injured and,
And who was
everyone
the
had
player?
stopped.
Who was the player?
Who scored the equaliser into the open goal?
It was Alberto Doma, and he was shielded by El Mohammadi.
Albert.
Not
Albert Doma is
Albert Doma.
Albert
and then
Doma
what's
is
his
correct
name?
for
Fun
three-
fact,
three points.
Fun fact, that was his last goal for Villa.
Okay, and it's got a bonus question as well, so you can get an extra point with your 3. There was a melee after the Leeds goal where a Villa player got
Sent off Anwar El Ghazi.
It was El Ghazi for an extra point.
What are you on, 16?
Uh,
Yeah, I am.
This is an absolute race. This
yes,
is
16. Oh my God. Okay.
He's like, Mom,
Troy.
I'm relevant.
I am right, mate. You guys are getting spanked.
I'm telling you,
Spanked.
I'm just glad I don't have to take my pants off and run around.
Coxie's shaking
Again.
his head right now.
Foxy's loving this because you guys suck.
So 11 or 12, Troy?
11, please.
11. I think I'm going to have to start answering some.
Mate, the
Like,
stable is open
because
and the horses,
I reckon I could take you, Noah. But
mate, the stable is open and the horse is bolted. Noah's just gone.
Scotty's
Yeah.
sitting there going, I could take it. He's got the answer.
no, but if someone else did the questions, you know,
I'll do the
I
questions.
gotta be,
Hey, I'll do
I got to
the
be honest.
questions.
If I had the answers tonight, I still don't think I would have beat him.
probably not.
I'm on fire.
All right, number 11, Troy. This one's for you. Your last question. Let's see if you can finish second. All right. In 1994, Aston Villa signed Villa club legend and lifelong fan Ian Taylor.
Ian Taylor,
From which club?
Well, I know this
They
one
Vale.
too.
signed him.
Port
I know as
Vale,
well.
That's your answer?
Port Vale. Yeah.
It's incorrect.
I thought so too. Yeah.
What?
Tommy, you
Yeah.
can steal.
Have a punt.
No, he
Give me
Have a-
the options, Scott, just to slowly insert the dagger.
legend.
The options are Port Vale, Sheffield Wednesday, Derby County, or Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest.
No, it's Sheffield Wednesday.
Damn it.
He went from Port Vale to Wednesday, then to Villa. So no
Okay.
points for anyone on that one.
It's okay. I just need 1 point.
This is
Noah,
your, this
do
is
not
the
take
last
a-
question.
Noah,
Noah's,
do not
Noah's
take a
won.
punt.
This is for second place.
No, don't take a punt, please. Go, Scott. What do we got? Give me a.
You've got one last. That's
number
it. Number
7.
12. That's it.
Oh, I'm last. Yes.
This is the last question.
Oh,
of-
this is
of the, this is
great.
the last, very last one. Okay. Let's see how you do on
Be
this one.
history related, please.
Aston Villa have been captained by 3 different players in the Premier League this season. Tyrone Mings, John McGinn, and who is the third player in the Premier League?
Obviously, relax. Jeez.
And this isn't like someone got subbed and they came on for 5 minutes and they're the captain.
starting captain.
They started the captain as
My thought process was initially Konsa because I think I've seen him wear the armband once. I think it's not Louise. He's not a leader. McGinn leader. It's not Watkins. Can't be Ings. Fuck. Who else do we play? Honestly, I'm just gonna look. Give me the option, Scott. But I think it's Konsa.
Okay, the options are Esri Konsa, Ashley Young, Emmy Martinez, Connor Hurahan.
Uran.
Yeah, he played before he
But
went out
I'm
online.
gonna go with Konsa.
Correct. For 1 point.
Yes, and I beat Troy.
he,
No one's
he-
gone.
in the 1-1 draw against Brentford, Konsa
Yeah.
was the captain.
Yeah.
And
I knew it.
Tommy finished second with 2, but Noah, congratulations,
Fucking
16
Troy.
points. This is an absolute
This
shellacking.
is in the history books, honestly.
Wow.
You should get a
Well
prize.
done.
You should get a prize from Scott, but the problem is it'll take 3.5 weeks
Yeah.
to get there. Probably go to Troy's.
If he got 3 points on all of his 5 questions, that's 15, and he managed to get 16.
16.
So
No, but he
that,
stole the
I
question.
know,
That's-
of course.
that's,
Like he didn't max it out.
your
I mean,
dingy system. His,
hey,
your
well,
flawed
the-
system.
the system works if you get them right. You know, you
Dude, you're giving him questions about different colors. I'm getting questions when my dad wasn't even born.
well, look, you know, they're all out there. You just gotta pick the right number. It's
I
time.
got, well,
Burkina
look at that.
Faso question though. Come on.
God, I know, 'cause that's his nickname too. Anything Burkina.
Well,
no,
Would you have got the 3 colors on the
I,
flag?
I knew it was yellow, green, red. Yeah,
Okay, well,
I swear.
Lucky brother.
But I didn't know
You know,
that it's the start. I was gonna
that
say
is the
Star
way-
was a good pickup.
that's the
You
way
probably
the
have to
cookie crumbles.
explain Mark Overmars thing you were talking about before, because people are probably wondering what the
Yeah,
fuck was
so-
going on.
So what happened was I was reading this thing, and maybe we'll put the link in it, Scott, what I shared in the
Oh.
group. And basically it's when we say medical, it's not saying is he healthy or not, it's a risk assessment, and they grade it from 1 to 5, 5 being high risk, 1 being low risk, and 3, 4, whatever. So there was basically a player the guy was alluding to in Arsenal, and obviously everyone in the forum said, oh, it's Mark Overmars. And this is where, data and stats come into it nowadays. And he goes, they wanted to sign him for 5 million, but he'd had a knee reco, whatever, 18 months ago. So they go, look, he's got 4 years left in his knees before they start to, disintegrate and they give way.
Yeah.
Anyway, kind of like the Chester situation, really. So
Yeah.
they did the maths and they go, look, he's got 4 years, and the coach said, look, for $5 million, I want to sign him. And I believe it was Mark Overmars who was pivotal to them winning quite a lot in his 2.5 years. And then they sold him to somewhere, I think it was in Italy at the time. They sold
I think
him,
he went to
bought him for
Barcelona.
$5 million. Yeah, but whatever it was. They bought him for
Hmm.
5, sold him for 25 million.
Right.
And he'd already played 2.5 into the 4 years of his wonky knees. A year later, I think he hung up the boots because of his knees. So he didn't even he was starting to get injury prone as soon as they sold him. So that's just funny how when you do those medicals, it's not just regarding are they healthy or not. It's
Yeah.
actually a risk assessment,
It's
and
very
it's more
important.
it's more financial and all that than health related. Believe it or not. So. Which makes me think about a lot of players that have been turned down. You think, but they seem pretty healthy in all sports. But now you know what's going on behind closed doors.
Well, thanks
Anyway.
thanks for that antidote. Troy, you're muted.
No, he's
But
not.
look, we don't
He's
have
not
time
here.
for it anyway. We
It's not plugged in. Put in your bum.
man, you should have just left unplugged throughout the whole quiz because you only got 1 point.
You might have got more than a point.
No,
Hey,
but
that's
well
fine,
done.
buddy.
Well done, fellas, and
Well
well
done,
done, Noah.
Well
He's
done,
now
Noah.
in the
That's a
lead.
blitz.
3 points, 3 wins for Noah, 2 to Troy, 1 to Tommy. We'll have another quiz in a couple of weeks, but we've got Leeds coming up. Is that next Wednesday? About a
Yeah.
week away? I think
Mm.
it is
Yeah.
the 9th, something like that. It's coming up soon anyway.
Does
And we
anyone
will
think Bielsa
do-
could go? Do you think he's like over glorified? I mean, like he's missing some players, etc. But I don't think they're setting the world
I
alight.
think it's crazy if he goes. I think
You
Yeah,
reckon?
I agree.
absolutely crazy. They'd still be in the championship if it wasn't for him. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll be back for the Leeds game, everyone. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. You can watch us, you can listen to us on Spotify now. It's always a good way to
Yeah,
go
no.
over the quiz again. You know, I always listen back on Spotify, see how it sounds, and it's been really good. Troy's been uploading those ones for us. So thanks, Troy. And make sure you comment, leave a like, and thanks for all the support because subscribers and our views have been going through the roof lately and been really happy with the interactions and the support from you guys. So thanks again. Up the Villa and hopefully 3 points against Leeds. So
UTV.
come on, lads. See you later.
3-0.
There you guys.
See you lads.
Yeah.
See you guys.